Way too small.
So, I had a sleepover at my friend's house, and her parents were out of town. I was probably 15, and so we had the idea to like have a little get together with about like no more than 10 people. So like a couple guys came over, and we had like stereotypical games or whatever. And so we were playing like 7 Minutes in Heaven, or and then so I had to spin the bottle to like get whoever's gonna be with me, and like 7 Minutes in Heaven. And then it landed on a guy named Jerry, and I was like, I guess it's fine, he looks, And then like he was like this close to me, and I was like, and I was just like, okay, so he kissed me, and then I felt something in my mouth. And I thought, first I was like, oh my god, it's probably like some chips he was eating. And it was his tooth. His tooth was in my mouth. Like, no, I'm kidding, but that could happen if you guys don't like have really good. So, teeth are a large role in our lives. Believe it or not, it plays a large role in our appearance. It's a very large role, and it also, like, most importantly, helps us enjoy our food. Like, everybody likes food. So, to show like the relevance in this, like maybe you guys don't care, like, oh duh, we had to like clean our teeth, duh. But how many of you guys have teeth? Okay, so everybody, right? So this will benefit everybody. Okay, so when I was younger, I got a tooth extracted due to poor hygiene. I also had braces, which it's easier to create bacteria between your teeth. So this is very important to me, because if you have braces and you don't really take care of your teeth, you stink. You stink. So, not to be mean or anything, if anybody has braces in there, sorry. But, okay, so I will be talking about the importance of oral hygiene, history of toothbrush and toothpaste, and just basic tips on how to maintain your teeth clean. So why is it important to us? Did you know it takes less than 10 minutes to create plaque on your teeth after a meal? Plaque is a bacteria that sticks to our teeth right after a meal. And also, if you guys don't take care of your teeth or like brush your teeth how you're supposed to, also like your gums get really sore, which I don't know if you guys ever if you guys don't floss or keep up with your teeth. Sometimes your gums get sore, and whenever you brush, like, you experience small, like, bleeding. And that's a reason why, like, lack of flossing and not properly brushing your teeth. So following with that, I will speak to you guys about the toothbrush history. So toothbrush was created by Chinese, and it was by, they created it using small bristles of neck hair of cold climate pigs. So that's how it started. Later on, the French promoted it, and that's when it became like more in European countries, it became more popular. But America had no idea of the toothbrush. They had no idea until after World War II, when they adapted and they got the habit of using them. So, hard to believe, but most Americans did not brush their teeth until Army soldiers brought their enforced habits of toothbrushing back home after World War II. Mentioned Mary Bellis on the article, History and Dental Care. So now that I told you about toothbrushes, obviously I have to tell you about toothpaste, because that's what we use. So toothpaste was originally used in China and India. Back then they had stuff in it like chalk and soap. But now that it's more modern, the modern toothpaste was not created until the 1800s. In 1873, Colgate created the first jar with toothpaste for everybody to use. So tips for our oral hygiene. So basically, the basics. You guys have to floss at least twice a day. If you don't, it just creates a higher chance of getting cavities, and it's just gross, and it bothers you, or bothers me. So brush at least twice a day with fluoride toothpaste for at least 2 minutes, especially first thing in the morning and before bed, said the article, History of Toothbrushes and Toothpaste on Colgate.com. Following with that, it is important to visit the dentist at least twice a year. It's critical because you guys can keep up with your cavities and you guys can keep up with oral diseases. So it's very important to go to the dentist. So long story short, I spoke to you about oral hygiene, the history of toothbrushes and toothpaste, and I gave you some basic tips on oral hygiene, on how to keep your oral hygiene. So strong gums and teeth help you lower your chances of probably losing your teeth in your significant other's mouth. So thank you very much for listening.
How'd you come up with that story?
Okay, that was funny. I'm like, no.
Like, I don't even, I'm not gonna think about